Sorry about this, chat. I'm not going to be happy this stream because basically what happened is I did an entire run against Everdark Adel, which is one of the weekly Everdarks, and the stream decided, you know what, we're just going to end. So, yeah, because PlayStation sucks. Like, it's terrible. I don't understand why it's so hard to stream off of this, like, 90% of the time. Sometimes it just doesn't show up. So I don't know what we're going live to, but it's certainly not YouTube. Anyway, we're back. We're going to try and keep my head on straight this time, since I really am still very upset about the stream ending 40 minutes in. It's a total waste of time. I guess I did the run, so I got stuff for it. I got a really good Scholar Relic out of it. But anyway, I'm going to have to redo all this again and rehash all the stuff that I said. So, sorry if I sound insincere or unhappy. I am. I am both of those things right now. So, whoop-de-doo. We're going to do the starting camp. I'm not backstabbing everyone again, because I'm sick and tired of having to... Oh, fine. It's these stupid nobles. I'll do it. You want to use a controlled sprint to get around back, because if you surge sprint against them, they'll topple a little bit. I want to know how that hit me. I want to know this dude's IP address, and I want to bomb his house. Really? There. Jeez. Yeah, no, that was not worth the time it took. Yep, give me those. And of course, I say that it's a problem with PlayStation. It could totally be a problem with YouTube. And I definitely know that that's a possibility, because YouTube really doesn't like small channels. Like, at all. They're like, you're taking up our space. You're taking up our processing. We're not going to process your videos until the good YouTubers are done. Like, I'm doing this for fun, man. Just let me have my fun. Come on. Really, dude? Really, dude? You're the reason I was being so careful with that guy and ended up accidentally killing him. Without backstabbing him, that is. YouTube sucks now, I'm not gonna lie. It's not as good as it used to be. And YouTube can take down this video for me saying that. I really don't care. I mean, forgive me for complaining, but that's a stupid, like, philosophy. If you're gonna have, and I understand that, like, you're probably making the most bank off of your, like, big guys, so to speak. But I mean, like, you gotta let the little guys get big, you know? Anyway, let's talk about strategy for the Everdark Adel run. Typically, in a normal Adel run, the weakness is poison, so you'll probably hunt that down. In the Everdark Adel run, poison might help, I guess, but it's not necessary by any means. In fact, it's a total waste of time to go grab. Because basically, that did a lot of damage. What the heck? That was pathetic. Oh, yeah. That's good. Because basically, what you're doing is, like, the poison in his first phase, it'll stop him. But in his second phase, it does nothing. And since this fight starts in his second phase and goes into his third, the poison never does anything besides poison him. It's just as effective as using poison against Fulgor or something like that. Like, it's not going to do anything. Now, let's talk about talk about what? Something that was on my mind. Can't think of it now. Dang it, wish I wasn't so forgetful. What you got for me? Yeah, that's cool. basically what you'll want to do, you'll just want to find the weapon that you're comfortable with. Find a weapon that you're comfortable with as long as it's not a lightning weapon. Because obviously, I feel like this should be common knowledge, Adel is resistant to lightning. If you don't know that, maybe you're playing the wrong game. This is like, did you play Mega Man back in the day? If you played Mega Man back in the day, you know that using the proper elemental weakness is important. Unless you're fighting Everdark Adel, then your weapon really doesn't matter. Is that the exact same weapon? That's pretty much the exact same weapon. Why are you grappling literally nowhere near where I was? Oh my gosh, whatever, dude. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. Beautiful. These dogs have nearly ended, but they actually have ended one of my Deep in Night runs. Yeah. So, I hate those dogs. I have a personal grudge against specifically those dogs. I have a grudge against all Souls dogs, but specifically those two. Because I had just, in one of my Deeper Night runs, I remember I had just killed an Elder Lion, a red Elder Lion, and both of those dogs were red, and they started attacking me. Immediately after that Elder Lion was gone. They're like, well, aggro dropped off him, let's put it back on. And like, I don't know, I hate Souls dogs. They are the worst possible enemies that could have ever been created. Say what you will. Say the toxic dart dudes in Blighttown. Say the rats. Say the bats. Say all the things. You cannot deny there is a reason. There's a reason there are so many memes and stuff about Souls dogs. They are really, truly awful enemies. They are insanely powerful. Do absurd amounts of damage for how fast they can attack. Come in different sizes in Elden Ring, which is real fun, because sometimes you get a big one that does a lot of damage. Then you have the bleed. Don't get me started on the bleed dogs. The bleed dogs in Elden Ring are absolute nonsense. I mean, they can, especially, pre-patch Elden Ring bleed dogs. That was a nightmare. Tell you what, that is like you have not known fear until you walk into Mogwin Palace on version 1.0 and you see a bleed dog. Those things are powerful enough to like take down Star Scourge Radon. Pretty sure what was it? What was the channel called? Like Bjorn the Bear or something like that. Pretty sure he actually had a video showcasing, or maybe it was Elden Ring. I don't know. I don't know whose channel it was. Can't really remember. But someone had a video up pitting the bleed dog against everything, and the bleed dog, unsurprisingly, won everything. Pretty much. Only with some exceptions. Bosses that move around a lot, the bleed dog can't really fight. It stopped him from entering phase 2. And typically I wouldn't take on an ulcerated tree spirit on day 1, certainly not at level 5, but I had 2 fire bleed swords. Literally some of the best weapons you can get, and I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. That's amazing. So we're gonna get rid of that, but we're gonna do this. I'll level up some, you know, just get to level 7 so we can actually use this awesome sword. We're gonna head, whatever direction that is, east. See, I'm glad I'm in geography. Maybe I'll learn which direction is east. That's just sad. Switch pin. Huh, weird. So I can, like, cycle between pins? Why would I do that? I guess if I wanted to, like, ping someone else's pin and I wanted to quickly do that, like, what if I do this? Then I go... Oh, that's cool. I do like that. So, like, if I place down a pin, basically, switch pin allows me to instantly travel between people's pins. I don't know why I didn't think that that's what it did originally. I kind of, low-key, I wish that it, like, switched what kind of pin you were doing. Like, wish there was like a desired item pin or let's go here pin. Like, they should do stuff like that so we can communicate. Like, there should be a don't go here pin and a let's go here pin. I feel like that's a good thing. They should add, that should be the switch pin functionality. I'd prefer that to what they currently have. Like, that's actually a very good idea. I wish I could tell them that. I guess I could. Like, that would make team communication so easy. Another one. Do improved jump attacks. It's okay. I don't believe that there is a word in the English language for how much I hate these exploding zombies. Oh, look. A friend. Basically, what I'm going to do this round, I'm probably going to try and stock up on skill attack power since I've already got 2 of them. Watch this. Okay, cool. The damage is alright. Acceptable, I would say. Guard breaking affinity attack power will take. Basically, what I'm going to be doing, chat, I'm going to be passive hunting. Since my main mode of attack this round seems to be heading towards that skill, that's what we're going to be collecting passives for. We're going to be trying to get as many passives as we can in support of my skill attack power. Ranged weapon attacks. And FP on landing attacks. I don't hate the FP on landing attacks, admittedly. Hey, friend. You're pretty weak. Beats this thing. Damage-wise, I mean, obviously the bleed build-up's nice and all, but I would go kicker. So we're gonna hop up here. We're going to see what we got. Oh yeah, chat. Terraria 1.4.5 is out. I might see what we can do about... Oh, you know what I should do? What I should do? I should probably get Terraria on here so I can easily stream it. It's probably the best thing to do, since I am not very... Or I could just figure out how to use the capture card I've got. Use it to stream on stuff other than my PS5. And that way I wouldn't have to deal with this nonsense with the whole decoder situation. But I have nothing better. I don't know why I'm being so picky. Don't be so picky. Yeah, let's check out this ranged tower. Sometimes it has passives that are helpful for non-ranged characters. What would I ditch first? Probably jump. No, probably successive attacks negate damage. I like to keep my dead person. I don't like to keep my dead person, but I just saw a dead person and was in the middle of a sentence. Chain attack finishers. Holy attack. I don't hate that, actually. I'll take that for now. It's pretty good, actually. These don't have a lot of stuff. You had a lot of stuff, didn't you? Yeah, you had a lot of stuff. Guardian's Grave. Mostly just a ton of Starlight Shards. That's a weird Guardian. I'll admit that. That is a weird Guardian. I don't know what he was doing with all those Starlight Shards. Maybe he's holding on to them for a teammate. Maybe that teammate quit out, and maybe he just... Or maybe that teammate quit out because that teammate didn't know that the Guardian was holding on to the Starlight Shards for that teammate. Or maybe he's just an idiot and was playing Guardian with a skill trying to boost his attack power without knowing dang well that Guardian's best attack power comes from his shield shockwaves. Here, let me walk around. Okay, cool. Guess we're not going to walk around behind and get a critical hit. Best thing with a Cemetery Shade is once it gets on top of you, and this is not applying, this absolutely does not apply in Deep Night, but once it gets on top of you, just keep swinging. If you get hit, you get hit. Body freaking dog. You'll get hit. It's fine. You'll live. Don't you love the guarantee I give you? I would do more damage with this skill than I do with a critical hit. That would be if I... Hey, I can still play Freya Soccer! Yes! Oh, that's awesome. I hate the skill. Stop rotating. Why are you trying to turn? There's not even a head that direction. No more Freya Soccer. But did you see that? I kicked the head around. That was cool. You can still play Freya Soccer. That's hilarious. We'll do... What are we going to do? For dodging, I guess? Yeah, that'll help. Because the thing with Everdark AL is, like, he has a bunch of lightning after effects on, like, all of his attacks, pretty much. Once he goes into his second phase, let me specify. Before then, he's just normal Adele. Second phase, he has lightning crackle effects on some of his attacks, but when he goes into his Everdark phase, pretty much all of his bite attacks will have lightning crackle effects, if not all of them. I'm not entirely sold on all of them, but the vast majority of them have the lightning crackle after effect, which is pretty difficult if you can find it. It is wildly helpful. I mean, I don't know where I was going with vastly, but vastly helpful, that's not even a sentence. Whatever. We'll just ignore that. We're going to hop down to this Everjail, hit that great enemy, hit that Everjail, hit that great enemy. It's the 4-boss Gauntlet of Doom. Right here. On Cletus the First Games. By the way, if you ever talk to me about my channel, do not refer to it as Cletus I Games. It is Cletus the First Games. It's a Roman numeral. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be a stickler about that. That's just something stupid to get stuck up about. I love how I can't even go into attack because Skinny back there won't stop throwing fire. It's okay, we're going to do a critical hit on you. Then maybe this time we'll hit the skill and it'll kill you. Yeah, it did a lot of damage. Yeah, but you're not rolling. No. I don't know who told you you were going to roll, but it wasn't me. And guess who's the one in control of the game? Me. Enjoy this. Compliments from the chef who cooked up this sword. Or my compliments to the chef who cooked up this sword. My bad. Can't believe we actually pulled a deep, like a really hard jail. It's pretty rare to pull a hard jail. Like, I think I've only pulled something like that a couple times, really. So we're gonna hop over here. The only thing I'm not thrilled about is I haven't found any more skill attack power. Yeah, you're gonna want to watch that one. You're not gonna want to be, if you're gonna be close, dodge in. You're not. Oh, come on! Get off the spirit stream. I've noticed that these bosses, when they get in Rivermouth, they become insanely intelligent and will camp that stream to try and make you jump. On accident, but still jump. Not entirely unlike the song. Please get off that rock. Please, come over this way. Also, if the boss down here is Flying Dragon, just don't fight it. It's not worth it. Trust it. Trust a man who does Depth 5. It's not worth it. My God! That did like a quarter of his health! Hold up. I need to see that in replay. So after this fight's over, I'm going to rewind stream a little bit. I'm going to see what that looks like. I want to see exactly how much damage. I want to see that. Did I knock him down? That did, like, that was, wow. That was good. Take that. I will catch Scream up now. Now we'll jump up, Superstar, and then we'll get this Everjail, and then we'll hit that great enemy up there, whatever it is. I hate all of you. I hate you. I hate all of you. You all suck. You all are failures in my book. Man, I wanted to hit both of you with that. Not cool, man. Really, man? You're gonna be like that? Come on. Let's, like, actually be real here. You had 0% chance of winning. A 0% chance of winning. I'm not even gonna bother you guys. He'll be fine. Yeah, this run's actually going a lot better than the last Adel run. I only had a Raiders Great Axe for that run, which, given, fantastic weapon. I'm not gonna act like it's not. Is it a run-winning weapon? No, it's not. Is it the weapon that I wanted? No, I would have preferred Power Stance and Greatswords. It's where I feel most comfortable as Wilder. That did a quarter of their health. That's insane, dude. Really? You coward! You actual freaking coward. Come on. Look at her. She thinks she's so good because she's got magic. Guess what? Punk. I'm playing L2 Ray. That's a really good weapon. Rarely ever see it, so I cherish each chance I get to use it. And yes, I could take a Stone Sword key out of this cart camp and go do Lake Everjail, but I'm actually just going to clear Central Castle. And yeah, I just ditched the... What was it? What did I just throw away? I ditched the improved jump attacks, which of course is going to severely kill my attack power. But at the same time, I don't care. You are mistaking me for someone who cares. Like, my attack is still absolutely insane. Besides, you know, jump attacks aren't my main mode of attack. Like I said, I am about to say, if that knocks me off, I'm going to be mad. If I go off that edge, this console goes off a cliff. Respectfully. Keep this. You underestimate the degree to which I am playing L2 Ring. Mr. Erdtree Avatar. You really should have stayed home. Go back to your minor Erdtree. Now we're actually going to check the merchant stock and see if he has any skill attack power. Skill FP cost, but no skill attack power. So we're actually going to buy a Wind and Grace. I highly doubt I'll need it, but I'm trying to set a good example here, and I've made pretty garbage run decisions thus far because I've been absolutely safe too. Fine. Be like that. Good night. Actually, okay, I've made that joke too many times. I'll stop now. Let's try and creep up behind it. Creep up behind it. Two-hand the Ordova's sword. Creep up behind it. Then creep up behind it. Shh, chat. Be quiet. That did like half its health in a single attack, dude. And I understand that this isn't like Deep in Night, but still. I pressed 3 buttons. The double Harmonia Relic setup, I repeat, is the best setup for Wilder. No question. Hands down, the best setup for Wilder. You put both of those Harmonia Relics on, you will never lose a match again. Okay, that's an exaggeration. I shouldn't say stuff like that. Oh, look, a Bell-Bearing Hunter, typically challenging enemy. But not when you're doing this. I mean, he did like a considerable chunk of his health. Bell-Bearing Hunter. Are we talking about the same boss here? Bell-Bearing Hunter. Enjoy that skill. We see Bell-Bearing Hunter. We are playing L2 Ring now. I really did think that was Stance Breaker, but I don't know what made me think that. Never said it was a good thought. Two. That's just sad. Good night. Situations, chat. Situations. I completely forgot I had the ornamental straight swords. I'll take the bottom effect. I guess it's not weird. I really meant to use the ornamental straight. I'll use them against the Night Boss. How about? Or I'll see how they do against Adele. I'm just worried they won't have the damage output for them. But they do 170 one-handed. That's not bad. I'll take that gladly. That's amazing. So that's golden my tempering. 131, it still does 131. Yeah, that's amazing. That's good. That's good. Can we kill the lake boss in time? I wonder. Depends on what it is, I figure. It looks pretty fast. It's Black Knife. It's going to be hit or miss. Like either it's either a super fast fight or it's a insanely slow fight. There's really no in between either. It's either going to be like over right here. Actually, let's just make it over right here. I guess I was really in control of how long that fight took. But yeah, let's use the ornamental straight swords instead. Like for the Night Boss, we're going to use the ornamental straight swords. I very rarely ever get them, but I love the weapon. It's really fun. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's beautiful. Or look at that. I mean, is that not beautiful? I'll give it. It's not working too well against these guys. However, these guys are some of the worst. You know what? FromSoft's flying enemies are the worst enemies they've made. Besides, second only to Souls Dogs. I will stand by Souls Dogs being the worst enemy they've made. That attack power is awesome. I love it. Love to see it. We love to see it. We love to see it. I have an arrow stuck in my head. Okay, I'm better now. Oh. Cool. Yeah, much better weapon outside of Deep Night on solo scaling. Style points. I want to land the full combo, honestly. Oh, these weapons are awesome. We'll do that. Anyway, we're gonna try this since this is the second time we're doing this stream. As PlayStation so graciously ended the first one, I'm gonna blame PlayStation. I don't think it's YouTube's fault. As much as I would love to blame YouTube for it, I'm first to blame PlayStation. Because this doesn't happen to other people, it seems. People who stream on other platforms, I mean. But yeah, we're going to try the Ornamental Straight Swords against Adel, see how they do. I suspect the damage will end up being kind of underwhelming. And if that is so, we'll switch over to the Ordova Sword and the Black Blade. I don't know, the damage is not bad, but that's that. I'm not willing to wait that long. The trick with Adel is that, with that like lunging jump attack, basically, how it works is the actual attack part of that move is when he hits the ground. You can jump the lightning on his things, you gotta watch the crackle effect on his bites. Dodge when the head hits the ground and then jump over the lightning. It's pretty easy to do. Roll in. By the way, perfect dodging that attack will cause you to absorb dark energy, which if you're playing Undertaker will instantly allow you to do your ult. That was stupid to go for that swing, but I did it anyway. Here's the other thing. Let's see here. What was I saying?
Well, I know that you. I know that. I thought I didn't think other people do this.
Oh, that's not good. That's really bad, actually. Okay, that's stupid. So basically, you're going to find the spirit streams as you saw me do and jump back into the circle. Now, when he does this, if you're in front of him, you're going to want to try and... Oh, come on, stupid random lightning strike. Nothing much you can do about getting hit by that. But if you're in front of him when he does the head slam attack, you're going to want to try your best to get behind him, because in front of him is sort of a dead zone. It's not a good idea to be there. Now he's doing the storm attack again, so we're going to hold our position. Sidewalk to try and get out of the way of that. Then we're going to dodge in. Haven't done any skills yet, actually. A main form of damage. Let's start chipping away at him. Sorry if I don't seem really engaged with you this fight, but as I said before, I literally did this entire run before. It was not as good as this run, but I've already done this. And I am less than happy about having to do this again. That did a ton of damage, dude. Basically, you'll just want to do whatever works. Throw together your weapons in the run, figure it out. Get your damage insanely high like that if you want to. It's not necessary, but it's helpful. He can pack a punch if he hits you. Don't bother finding poison, not worth it. It's a waste of time. And yeah, that's Everdark Adel. That was not an amazing run, but we killed 16 great enemies, felled 92 normal enemies. I'd say that's pretty good. Not do that. That's interesting. I could use that eventually. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to continue now, hopefully successfully, into the Everdark Augur run. Everdark Augur run, yet another one where you have absolutely no obligation to put together a decent build whatsoever. Basically, if you can fight, if your build is good enough to beat the Augur raid event, it's good enough to do this run. I cannot stress enough the fact that you do not need to actually find a lightning weapon this run, which is why I'm not going to. There's a lightning camp right here that I could totally do, but I'm not gonna, because I don't need to. Because in the Everdark Augur fight, you are given the weapon you need. I'll try and get behind you and backstab you, but I guess I'm not doing that. But I am doing that to you. So we're going to check the passives. Now that we're in new territory, charge sorceries, incantations. This flute sucks. Okay, let's see what we got. Another improved sorceries. Wow! That's all absolute trash. I mean, seriously. I could find better weapons at a second chance retail store. Or, to put it less politely, a junk store. That's right. I said it. I could get better stuff at a junk store. Junk store. So I could go kill Miranda Blossom, but I'm going to go through this tunnel, kill Pumpkinhead, grab this church, hop up to this tree, fly down to this church, hop back up to this tree, fly over to that church, and that's what we're going to do, chat. It's all about efficiency. Stop. I'd say, dude, you can only have so much more left in the tank. Alright, we'll go ahead and knock out the Pumpkinhead. It's a nice, that was a nice blue weapon, I'll admit it, I was tempted. Grab Guard counter, fire attack power, nothing special there. Hop up. Slightly bit targeted, large scrap. Really? I guess I shouldn't have been taunting him, but hardly matter. There we are. Oh wow, there's another one like that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find us a nice place to level up. Maybe perhaps the one that's right next to this church. So I got 2 smithing stone ones. I do wish there was a sell function. So if you had, like, at least at the last merchant. That way if you still had items, we'll just fly down. That way, like, because by the end of the run, sometimes I'm still holding on to a smithing stone 1. I wish you could sell items for their value at, like, a shop. Like, I would have, or just, like, a little bit less, you know? Like, if you like, a smithing stone 2 costs 18,000, you can sell it for... You can sell it for 16,000 or something like that. Like, you're losing 2,000. And if you get a room discount for shop purchases, anything you bought from a shop will be sold back for less than you bought it for. If you find it in the open world, a little bit different. Of course, that would take a lot of coding, and I don't know how difficult that is. It's just something I would love to see, like, implemented. It's like a kind of system to reward you for doing more stuff on the map, even if it makes no sense. Like, what if I have a bunch of useless garbage weapons with useless garbage passives that I'm not going to use? I mean, like, they're doing me no good sitting in my inventory, are they? Why not let me sell them? Like, I don't need a full inventory. Like, a full inventory is not necessary. So I know I said I was going to fly up to the last church, but I also kind of want to hit... You know, I kind of wanted to hit Lake Boss. There's just never a situation where I want to fight Red Wolf. It's basically, if it's in Castle Basement, I'll do it because it doesn't have a lot of room to run around and be annoying. Otherwise, you best believe I'm avoiding it. Unless it's literally just, like, super convenient, which is rarely ever. That's my thing. It's rarely ever convenient to actually fight Red Wolf. So I was thinking, actually, doing something, because I've seen my dad, he's gotten back into Dark Souls 2. He's playing around with thrusting swords. Thrusting swords apparently are really, really good, so I hear. So I might go back to Dark Souls 2 and give some thrusting sword a shot. Right, let's hop up to this fort. Night. Because this is obviously just the fortnight of Elden Ring. And nothing more. Most brain-dead take ever. I mean, seriously. Who actually unironically thinks that this is the fortnight of Elden Ring? And nothing more. If you do, there is something seriously wrong with you, and you need to get that checked. Like, immediately. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a single weapon. I'm going to upgrade it to purple. What have you got, merchanty? I'm going to buy that Wind and Grace from you. Now what we're going to do is incredibly stupid. We're going to go down to Castle Basement. At level 3, given I have a purple weapon, but level 3 Castle Basement is usually a garbage play. But because I plainly don't care, I'm doing it. You couldn't pay me to care more about this run. Actually, you could. If you gave me $50, I would play this run the most efficient way I possibly could. But none of you are going to pay me for this, so... Womp womp. You're getting an inefficient-ish run. The other thing, like, I don't... None of this matters. Again, like, what weapons I upgrade, what I do, none of that matters at all. As you know what's the case? The weapon I'm going to be using against the boss is given to me at the end. So why should I care about what weapons I get? Okay, so my damage, admittedly, is not as good as I thought it would be. But his damage is nowhere near as high as I thought it would be either. Okay, I dodged. That move actually hit before he even lunged. Chad, I can't be the only one who notices this. Some of Royal Revenant's attacks hit before it even moves. And it's really freaking annoying. Because it's like, well, I was dodging at the right time. But the attack actually happened before I even had time to react. Kill these little crabs, get my ult charged a little bit more. Good turnaround attack. Good. Dude, I had stamina. You just didn't let me dodge, man. Come on. Really? Why are you jumping away? You're a boss. You're supposed to fight. Isn't that the whole thing? It's called a boss fight, not a boss game of chase. That's one of the only things that drives me nuts about bosses in this game. Because you never had this problem with the Dark Souls games, which is why a lot of the bosses were easy. Like, Elden Ring bosses will try to escape. They'll dodge. Now given, the earliest Dark Souls games are the only ones where enemies had dodges that actually gave them iframes. Which I do legitimately think that was just a garbage decision. Like, I don't know who gave the green flag for that. I'd say, I swear if you teleport, I'm gonna be so mad. But yeah, we're gonna kill Royal Revenant real quick. The other thing is I've sunk so much time into him now, I have to kill him. Of course that just barely didn't kill him. Despite all my skill attack power, that did not kill him. Just barely. Enough to waste more time. But yeah, I'm not really going to care about how this run goes, because it's not a run where I have to find specific equipment at all. That's something I really don't like about, like, normal runs. They're way too... I've said this again and again. They're way too easy. Normal runs are way too easy. This is why I typically just play Deep of Night. It's because normal runs are insanely boring. Like, I can't... The enjoyment I get out of a normal run is very little now. Like, this run is going terribly. This is not a good run. This is actually one of my worst runs I've ever done in a normal setting. Like, this is about beginning level run. Like, these are, like, when I was first beginning to play Nightreign, these are the kinds of runs I was doing. Like, that's how bad this is. This is not a good run. Wish I got some fire grease. That way I could kill this Miranda Blossom quicker. But whatever. Well, oh my gosh, dude. The rocks. I'm sick of the rocks. I'm poisoned just means I can stay in longer. Now let's chop it again. Another chop. But of course, the critical hit window on this thing is absolute trash. You can't get it. It's barely doable. If you have no stamina, if you needed to recharge any at all, you're not going to get the critical hit. That is a bleeding frost weapon. I do like the look of that. Wow, I'm level 6. This is so good. Level 6 is like good for night 1 at depth 5. It's not great. That's typically what I'm reaching at depth 5. That's how inefficient I am in this run. Like, this is easily my least efficient run ever. That's not counting some of my Deep in Night runs, because some of those were pretty inefficient, but like, the thing is, this was like inefficient by choice. I knew that it's a bad idea to fight Royal Revenant at level 3, even though I had a purple weapon. It's just not a good idea. There is absolutely never any reason to fight Royal Revenant at level 3 with any weapon. Unless you have a healing spell. Then you at best be fighting Royal Revenant at any level, really. Healing spell trivializes the fight. Especially if you have multiple players that have it. Like, yeah, here, I'll lock on so you guys can see what's going on. Not that there's much more to see. This fight's gonna be over real soon. Oh no. And if you block on this, you'll be fine, because everything has 100% physical damage negation on blocking. Nobody knows that. Very few people know that. But I do, and I take full advantage of it, since the second I learned it from... I really wish I remember who actually had the original, like... who originally figured that out. I would totally give credit to them if I did, because I did not come up with this. This was not my idea. I cannot stress that enough. I am not smart enough to come up with that kind of thing. Because, I mean, in all fairness, why would I assume that that's the case? Like, I would probably assume that that wasn't the case. I would probably assume that Small Shield, like Wilder's starting shield, would probably have garbage physical damage negation, because it's a small wooden shield. Like, what would make me assume that it has 100% physical damage negation? Like, why would I think that? So in a true, it really doesn't matter what I do fashion, we're going to hop up and kill this great enemy over here, despite having already started heading the other direction. Because plainly, I really don't care what I do in this run. It does not matter, because I'm going to win in the end anyway. And it doesn't really matter, again, what equipment I have, or if I have any. Typically, if you're looking to do this boss for the first time, you're going to look for reduced skill FP cost and increased skill attack power. Those are your two, like, targets. By the way, get the Harmonia Relics. For this fight alone, it is worth it. That's... yeah, I was about to say that's going to hurt. Fun fact. Don't try to jump that from the side, because, like, his feet will come down and hit you. Thank you, Miyazaki. You and your weird thing with feet. But if you do it from the front and step back just a wee little bit, you can get away with it. I said, please don't do the golden beams attack. Like, watch, I'll walk around to the front, we'll do this jump attack, do fully charged strong, knock him down again, critical hit, and that's the end of Erdtree Avatar. Yeah, you'll want to try and find, like, Pretty good, actually. I really like that. Do that. And actually, fun fact, in case you don't know, the skill on Flowing Sword is actually pretty dang strong for Wilder. Like, look, 166, this does 138. This goes up to 171, but this attacks much faster, and the skill on this is insanely powerful with the double Harmonia relics. So we're going to head over, we're going to just start killing great enemies left and right, because I really don't care what I'm doing. I also have very little idea what I'm doing, because, well, I don't need to have an idea of what I'm doing. There needs to be zero plan. There doesn't, I mean, really, I should be hunting down, like, skill attack power passives. I mean, this is fine. There's nothing wrong with just, you know, horsing around and seeing what happens. Hey, friend. How you doing? Did he start backing up? He's like, wait. No. No. He's scared of me. Ow, I just wanted to get blood laws. Get whipped, fool. Oh, he blocked it. Jerk. Dang it, bitterly. We'll, whip you. How's that fair, man? How's it fair that you have a projectile sword and I can't use mine? There we go. Finally. It also does a lot of stance damage, if you don't know. In case you didn't notice from the fact that it did a lot of stance damage. It does a lot of stance damage. Whip. Easily one of the strongest weapons in the game, if you know how to use it. Let's see here. What we got? What we got? Guess I'll do this. We'll try the Royal Greatsword. It's all fun and games. Sorry for sounding evil, but it really is all fun and games. Hey, look, a magma worm. Look, a magma worm. Hey, look, a magma worm. The magma worm is gonna die. Because nobody loves him. He's gonna die of a broken heart. And maybe a busted up head. Oh, that's not good. Well, let's just lunge forward and do the good old 1-2 frostbite. 1-2 buckle my frostbitten shoe. That hurt, didn't it? Did that hurt? I'm so sorry. Here. Take one for the road. Good night. My bad, you're not even a knight. What am I saying? My bad. Admittedly, I'm confused as to how my attack power actually went down. Like, hold up. Like, last 30 seconds, let's... Dang it, it was just for a brief moment. Hold up. It's very important stuff, chat. I gotta check the footage And see what I... Oh, I was doing 223. That's my bad. Simple reader error. My bad, chat. That was my bad. I should have read it better. But here we go. We're going to... What I should probably do is take the time to go in and delete the video real quick. We'll do that in just a second. By which I mean we'll do it right now. Recorded a pointless 30-second clip, so we'll just delete that real quick. It's no problem. It's no skin off my finger. I don't know. We're going to do that to you and walk around to the front, do good hits. That's all fine. Okay. Now we'll do extra damage to you. Explosion. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. I love playing L2 ring. Oh, your spirits worry me so. They make me fear for my life. That legitimately did hurt. I'll admit that. Let's say you're going down before you get that off, though. So, really, am I worried about losing? No. What you got? That's okay. That's actually really good. I'll take that. Ooh, what to do? Those pot trolls. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Kill some pot trolls. That did a bit of damage. Can't help but notice. Can I be the first to say, wow. I mean, that's a bit... What's the word I'm looking for? Absolutely, completely stupid. That damage is absurd. Oh, come on, you messed up my swing. They're dying for being annoying little menial enemies that don't actually do anything. Oh, little troll, so goofy. I mean, you're a big troll. Oh, that's gonna hurt, isn't it? Yep, that hurt a little bit. I'll admit, not the best place to heal, but now I get to whack you in the face. Cut you in the shoulder. We're going to take improved poise. I love improved poise. Poise for the boys. Let's do that. So, Wheel of Fortune. So what we will do is we'll hop over here to this pot troll. Give him the old 1-2 smackaroo. 100 smackaroos right down the drain. Thanks for being a jerk. You are going to get yourself a spot on the naughty list. Christmas came early. The form of the whatever this sword's called. Today's forecast: ice, low chance of death. Actually, ice with a guaranteed chance of death. Hey, not cool, man. You know what is cool? My sword. That was a horrible pun. Through skill attack power, yes. Freaking sir! Wait, was that better? Was that also FP? It was also FP. It's more FP too. I like that. See, I thought it was HP. Shows how much attention I pay to what I actually pick up. So, yep, we cleared the fort. We did it, chat. We saved the world. And typically, at this point, a gamer would opt to get to a side of grace. I'll take some lightning grease. Level up. Whoa, that's an insane find from a chest. Come on, hop up there, little Wilder. You got it. Good boy. Pretty sure Wilder would kill me for calling him a good boy like that, but, you know, that's okay. That's fine. He doesn't know what's good for him anyway. Yep, we'll take that. We'll take level 15. Yeah, my inventory is pretty stacked. Alright, let's see what we get. What are we getting? Ooh, full-grown falling star beast. Wah, I don't like that. The amount of worry I have about that is astronomically low. Oh, fine. I'll stop trying to backstab you. You win. I'll admit it. You win. I'll admit, I'm not proud of that one. Yeah, didn't know you couldn't just sit there and jump it. I'll admit, that was something I did not know. And that skill was not a very good thing to go for there. But you did it anyway. Did you really think it was a good idea for the British to do something that made them lose a war? No, it wasn't a good idea. Well, actually, switch over to you and we'll whip it good. Whipping is not it gooding. What's the damage? Absolutely no damage reduction whatsoever. Oh, that was pathetic. We'll do FP raise. That way I can do more of the skill with the Storm Ruler weapon. Now, Chad, I'm not very engaged in this run, because obviously, like I said, it's an insanely easy boss. And B, I really do not need to care about what weapons I grab, because the weapon I need will be given to me when I need it. So, yeah, I've been a bit lazy with weapon gathering. So, here's what we are going to do. We're going to walk in here, we're going to show Augur who's boss, and we're going to move on with life. What to do? What to do? As you can see, it starts in phase 1. Unlike most Everdarks. picked up this lightning grease to use against it, but it's being quite... I was about to say it's being quite evasive, but thanks. This is one instance where I am glad to be proven wrong. Oh no, I got hit. Oh dear. Whatever will I do? Oh, not a good idea to run at him until you're out of stamina like I just did. Oh, that was funny. That's good. As you can see, you get the Wilder's Greatsword +3 with Storm Whirler as the skill. And now we are going to defeat Everdark Augur, which is massive, by the way. It is a very large creature. I'm going to wait until it like adjusts to the ground like that. These bubbles are pretty tricky. You're going to want to wait and try and clear them out with the Storm Whirler weapon art. Which, by the way, as you can see right there, can also be launched while not charged. Keep that in mind, as there are some times where you will not be able to get a full charge off. So we're going to run over this way a little bit, try and get out of the way of that tidal wave. Now, Everdark Augur has 5 bubbles. So you're going to want to try and target the bubbles and knock them out. Knocking out the bubbles is going to allow you to knock Augur down. It's the only way to knock Augur down in this fight. You can hit Augur as much as you want, it will not knock it down. The only way to knock down Everdark Augur is to destroy all the bubbles. Also, don't do what I just tried to do there and like kind of stay in the interest of getting the bubbles hit. And when it does this sleep attack, you'll want to start charging up a Storm Whirler. Typically, you have to destroy all 5 bubbles before it will even consider letting you, like, hit him. But sometimes you don't, actually. Like, sometimes I've only destroyed 4 and it's gone down. But yeah, as you can see, you do a bunch of extra damage while it's down. Like, I'm doing 3185 there versus when I do this 2654, which is still an absurd amount of damage. Still definitely one of my favorite Everdark fights. It's just cool. It's probably their... You can quote me on this again. This is their best Storm Whirler fight. Pretty sure I said that in one of my other streams. It's definitely something that would make, like, purists mad or something, but, like... Because, I mean, in their head, Nightreign is just inherently a bad game. Well, that was a... I'll admit, that was not a good attempt at, like, a... We're doing it. There we go. Iris Fathom of Night goes down. Someone said it kind of fights like an Armored Core boss, but I've never played any of the Armored Core games, so I really wouldn't know. But yeah, now we're going to move on to the final Everdark of the week. This one's a bit more challenging, though. Not going to be as laid back and really uncaring as that run was. So here's what we are going to do. You gotta be real careful with this one. This is easily... Well, okay, not anymore, but back in the heyday of Nightreign, when the Everdark Sovereigns were still new, this guy took the cake for a while as by far the most difficult Everdark boss. So you've got to watch. You got to really watch what you pick up, because he's not an easy boss by any means. So, Libra Ideally, you would find a madness weapon. However, the Madness Tower event is the only really guaranteed place to find one, because you are guaranteed to pull both a Frenzied Flame Seal and Vike's War Spear off of the Frenzied Tower event. You are guaranteed to pull both of those off of it. So if you see a Frenzied Tower, which basically, if you know where these ranged towers right there, if you know the locations of the ranged towers, go there, check those places, because basically what happens is occasionally, especially, it's more likely on a Libra run than others, one of these towers will have a Flame of Frenzy atop it. And getting the Flame of Frenzy cured, or gotten rid of, basically, if you get rid of the Flame of Frenzy, what's going to happen is you are going to end up getting 2 loot pools. One of them has a bunch of random effects. Okay, I know I was going for the church, but I'm killing this Elder Lion. That was bad. Really, dude? Why didn't you just keep walking? That wasn't even my fault that time. Really, dude? What the crap is going on? I don't like this already. This is already not going well. What? I very rarely ever see him do it first from the boss fight. But alright. Guess it can happen. That was just bad luck on my part. It was a good time to go in and swing, but he just didn't work out. That was a horrible time to go for that swing. That was a bad swing. The other thing is, Elder Lion's stance actually resets somewhat quickly. Like, as you can see, I've done a bunch of jump attacks. Typically, it takes about 4. See? Like, 4 in somewhat rapid succession. If you have any breaks in that, you're going to lose, like, all of your stance buildup. Like, he's going to regain all of it. Ooh. It's not a bad weapon, actually. Take it. Given it scales exclusively off Arcane, so it's not going to have fantastic damage. In fact, I literally do not think it actually increased in attack power from that level up. And if it did, it didn't do it a lot. Oh, wow. This might be a mistake. But hey, until I get a better weapon, Giant Hunt is an amazing skill. That's the main thing. Giant Hunt is a fantastic skill. Especially for a double Harmonia setup. That, and it's a polearm. So I get range now. Being able to restores HP is always good. I'll take it. So now we're going to do this physical camp right behind me. After getting this inconvenient church. But basically, so anyway, back to the topic of Vike's War Spear. Vike's War Spear is the best weapon for a melee character that you can get for Libra. Obviously, since it's the only melee weapon presently in the game that can cause madness buildup on attacks. Now, the thing with Vike's War Spear is it is insanely rare. In a Libra run, in an Everdark Libra run, you will always want to check the shop for Vike's War Spear, because it does appear there sometimes. But if you can't find it, it's no big deal. Okay, I had stamina, you just didn't dodge. So when is that an option? Okay, how are you still living? Not even a problem, it's just weird. Ooh, that's a much better weapon. Thank you. I hate Souls dogs. I hate Souls dogs. I hate Souls dogs. I hate Souls dogs. Let's see what you got. He does not have Vike's War Spear. It's actually one of the few that he typically does have, but this round he has Solarius Tree Spear, which is also not a bad weapon, which brings me to what I was going to say. If I couldn't find a Vike's War Spear. Vike's War Spear is not necessary. Basically, Libra also has 2 unlisted weaknesses. He is weak. He's like 20-ish% less resistant to fire and holy. If I recall correctly, I think holy is the better one against him, but fire is a close second. Like if you are looking for weapons that just to use against Libra, either go pure physical, go fire, or go holy. Pure physical, you can't go wrong with. Pure physical can beat any boss in this game. With the exception of Everdark Augur. Because obviously you need to use the magic damage from the storm. You need to use the magic damage from the Storm Ruler skill to actually win that fight. So I assume it does magic damage. It's a big blue beam. Can you blame me, really? It's gotta do magic damage. Oh, there's a healing bush right there. What am I doing, man? So what we're going to do is we're going to check Castle Basement. We're going to rune bush it up. And we're going to go into Castle Basement and see what the boss is. Oh, it's a measly Black Knife Assassin. Heal up. We're going to do this, do that. Yep. This under... Oh, that felt bad. That felt cheap. Whatever. I don't care. It's a Black Knife Assassin. I've expressed my distaste for these things before. And it's because of stuff like that. Because like you see how many times it just dodged like in a row? These things love nothing more than to run away. And spam that projectile. Plague of Locusts, eh? Oh gosh. Give me a second. Ooh, that's a really good weapon. I forgot who I was running for a second. Pardon me, chat, for being forgetful as usual. But the, what is it? Pest raid is always nice. It's super easy to do, so it's an absolute waste if you don't. I will take the Sacred Scorpion Charm because that's going to boost my holy damage by 15% and reduce my damage negation by 3. My physical damage negation too. It's going to reduce it by 3%. And what that's going to do for me, that's going to activate my Harmonia Relic, which is very hard to actually activate outside of Deep of Night because literally the only 2 ways to do it are to A, be on the Great Hollow, fell the variant at the top of the fort, and get a red weapon with reduced physical or affinity damage negation. I don't even... What? Like, I understand. What the heck? How did one of those things get that boulder out that fast? I hate those things. Whatever. We're moving on. Oh, look, Harmonia Relic activated. Okay, like, oh, walking simulator, you make me happy. That's some solid damage, and I understand that that thing doesn't have a lot of health, that pest. But jeez. This is going to be the tenor of the run, isn't it? Just obscenely easy. Blood loss in vicinity increases attack power, I guess. It's not... I can still keep going. Level 11! There's no way! I don't know, this is pretty good. I don't know, chat, this is a decent run. What do you think? Like, I think this is going alright. Could be wrong. This is going decent, I think. This is my first time playing the game, if you could believe it. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, this is not my first time playing. If you are, although, in all seriousness, if you are out here playing Nightreign and then your first, like, attempt on the game, you are reaching level 15 on day one, props to you. I've never done that. Because that requires such, like, perfect routing, such insanely high attack power, it's barely doable. I'm sure someone has a route posted somewhere that actually, like, works, like, 9 times out of 10 or something. But I'm not willing to look up a route just so I can reach max level on day one. It's not worth that. It's not worth the effort. I was gonna go see what the great enemy over there was. If it is a great enemy, it might be a normal enemy. Like a normal boss. Come on. That's a good Wilder. Good boy. I'm still absolutely floored by how much damage I did to the pest raid guy. Now that doesn't surprise me, and that makes me very happy to see. We love to see it. We love to see it. Literally doing nothing but retreating. That's it. That's all that thing was doing. Exclusively running away. That's alright. He's the one who's putting himself at a disadvantage. I'll take more improved skill attack power. Why the heck not? Sure. More improved skill attack power. Always good stuff. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now we're going to... I've completely forgotten what I was doing this run. Did I get any churches? Yeah, I got 2 churches. One more. Whee. Oh, here. Hold up. Of course. How could I be so naive? I am just Iron Eye, but bigger. Of course, I can play like Iron Eye. I have a great bow. It does 177. That's actually really nice. It does more damage than this sword. Of course, that would probably be better. Got ran of arrows, too. Now, as long as none of the enemies have projectiles, I'm fine. So we're gonna sit up here. Wait. Like the cowards we are. Long live cowardice. Because fun fact, I don't really know of any enemies as a Night 1 boss enemy pool that can destroy this, except for the enemy pool for Red Bear. Oh look, spiders. Hey look, a cemetery shade. Can you take the arrow? I'm very glad I'm doing this from up here. I really hate cemetery shade. Please don't. Like, in all seriousness, could you not? You're done. Wow, that did a lot of damage from all the way back here. Please don't. How long can I stay up here, you think? Yep, about to say, I think my time up here is about done. I think Freya is going to make sure that I don't get to stay up here much longer. Typically, Freya's not a fan if you're trying to stay out of her reach. I learned that in Oh my gosh! I just did like half of it in one critical hit. I mean, I'm level 11. I'll give her that. It's still sad. Oh, there goes the head. Freya Soccer! Freya Soccer! Oh my gosh. That's good. That's good. Where to... I really don't care where I go now. I mean, the run's already won. I just need another holy weapon, then I can pull this together. Not seeing any holy locations on the map. There are a couple fires, so if I didn't already get a Gargoyle of Blackblade, I would go to one of the fire locations, since Libra is also weak to fire. Where are the great enemies at? That's what I want to know. Ha! You thought you could hide from me? Probably Bellbearing Hunter, considering the fact that I couldn't see him from this far away. How much damage do you think this is going to do in this round? Let's see. I've got 18% improved skill attack power for critical hits, attack power at full HP. I have a bunch of successive attacks negate damage, although I'm not entirely sure how much I'll use that. So we're going to finish out this run. Oh! Well, that I didn't see coming. Trying to do it. Trying to do another skill attack power. Hey, I got free 10,000 runes for hitting him. I got another free 10,000 runes for hitting him. He just completely missed. That's okay. I'm fine with that. That was just sad. I mean, seriously, you're supposed to put up, like, one of the best fights of all of the, like, dudes. To put it bluntly. Like, you're supposed to be putting up the best fight of, like, a bunch of the great enemies. Like, the vast majority of the great enemies are supposed to be weaker than you. How did you go down so easy? I think we can clear all 3 great enemies left. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to hop right over here to the tree. We're going to fly up to the church. We're going to hit this great enemy, hit that great enemy, try and go over here, get this church, and hit that one. Might not happen. But it really doesn't matter, because, you know, we've got this. Got improved attack power when two-handing. So we'll pull through. We'll be fine. In case you haven't noticed, the run's been going amazing so far. So, really doesn't matter if I make some bad choices here and there. Not typically a good idea to do against this guy, but I'm pretty confident we're going to absolutely shred this boss. I mean, he's not going to be able to make a dent in us. I mean, if I can beat this dude at depth 5, I can destroy him outside of Deep of Night. So we're going to hop over here to this church real quick. Glad this stream didn't end like the last one, 40 minutes in. It's just made this a lot easier on me. Not that this was hard in the first place. Yeah, we'll get back to Deep of Night content next time I stream, because this is... Well, I'm gonna unapologetically say that this is pretty boring. Through ranged weapon attacks, charged sorceries. Cool. Nothing good out of you. Let's go kill some great enemies, how about? Do something somewhat engaging. At least that's what I'm gonna say it is. It's probably not gonna do anything to me. You know what? What the heck? Oh, I already have something. Never mind. I was going to say I'll take it just to activate my Harmonia Relic, but I already have that activated. So, I would just be putting myself at a massive disadvantage. Never take Crucible Feather Talisman. The damage negation deduction is not worth it. It's not worth it. Scorpion Charms are fine because they only reduce your physical damage negation by 3%. but taking 5% more damage from anything is pretty bad. Because if there's a move that does split damage, you are taking 10% more damage from it. Forgive me if my math is a bit wrong there. I'm not entirely sure if I'm right. But that's what I'm hypothesizing here. That was good. You missed entirely. Thanks, Harmonia Relic. I'll just press L2 again. We're playing L2 Ring. Let's see here. Ah, crud. Man, I wanted to do the rest of the great enemies. Spoil my fun. That hurt. Oh, that actually reached me this time. I'll admit. Got a bit cocky there. The reach on that thing's pretty surprising. Thanks, Harmonia. We'll just, Okay, cool. He's not going to let me attack with L2 again, but I absolutely refuse to swing with anything else, so... I will beat him pressing only L2. I have not pressed a single other button yet. I don't think. Except circle. There we go. Had just enough FP to kill him. Kill this other dude. Improve damage negation at full HP. Magic attack power. These are fantastic weapons. Just for the sake of setting a good example, I guess I'll take this. Because it's always a good idea to have improved damage negation at full HP, in case you don't know. Especially something like, what did I just take? I don't even remember. 40%, that's pretty good. Hey, Fran. And we'll do my ult against you. I'm not going to play stupid this time. Oh yeah, depending on what you're... Oh my gosh. Okay, I should have had time to switch which weapon I was two-handing and then roll, really. But whatever, we're good. Not entirely worried about the outcome of this fight. Hey, cool, another free 10k. Doesn't really matter because he's dead, but, you know, that's cool. We got 10k for hitting him with something. I don't even remember what I did. We'll take more improved critical hits, that's funny. We'll drop damage negation. Yeah, we're going to be completely foregoing defense this round, just because there's really no pressure to. I feel like the boss is going to die before he even gets the chance to actually hit me. Can I do this boss hitless? I bet I can. I bet I can kill this dude without getting hit. I haven't done it in depth 5 even once yet, but... who says I can't? I mean, this fight's gonna go much faster than the ones in depth 5 do. And I'm doing 220 at level 14 with improved attack power at full HP. So my damage actually isn't that spectacular. It's nothing special. Pretty good. Yeah, it's nothing, like, great, but the skill attack power is where everything just kind of falls into place, because I have a ton of boosted skill attack power. So now we're going to go over here, grab this, or, you know, not. Well, I'm not making it so I came here for nothing. We're going to go into the basement and kill the Mausoleum Knight, at least. Maybe, I seem to recall there being a chest if I go further down that hallway. Is it going to kill him in one hit if I do a critical hit? Need a good opportunity to do a critical hit, though. Like a good, nice, easy... Well, just about. I got 10k on the only 2 times I hit the thing. It's awesome. What am I willing to give up? That's just... wow, I really don't know what to give up. Can I give up anything, even? Wow, this is actually quite tough. If this is a... See, here's the thing. I know that 10% applies to the skill. I don't know if the 12% melee attack power applies. Yeah, but if I'm not, I don't know. If I'm not a, yeah, what the heck? We'll switch it out. Oh my gosh! How did I get so many runes? Oh wait, I got 20k for hitting him twice. Passes. What we got? Oh, holy attack power. That's good. That other thing was not useful. Useful for an incant user, but yeah, not useful for me. I did a little bit of damage. There we go. That was cute. You want to give it a try? Okay. Oh, missed the backstab. Doesn't matter. Hey, Stone Sword Key! Now I can go do this Everdale that it's totally necessary to do. I'll hop over there real quick. We'll do it just for the heck of it. Just for the fun. Really would have liked to get over... If I had known that the circle was going to be over here, I would have started with that guy. And gotten that last church. Which, by the way, if you are running this dude for the first time, you should definitely not try to fight a boss only using L2. You should definitely not skip this guy, and you should definitely get that last church, because he is a hard boss, Libra is. What we got? What we got? Oh, the Trio of Pain. The orchestrators of my misery. How lovely to see you again. Who's next? In typical Halberd Banished Knight fashion, he runs straight at me and does the running attack that they always do. Every single time they do anything, it is the running attack. Hey, critical hit time. Didn't actually expect that to break his guard. Yep, good night. Actually, you were a pretty bad one, but we're gonna say you were a good one. How many times can I say that joke before it gets old? A few. It got old about after the third time I said it, but you know what, we're still saying it. Still plugging and chugging. Hey look, a Royal Revenant. Well, I mean, might as well, right? Like, what's he gonna do? Attack? Try to kill me? Oh no. I'm going to literally just, like, not care. However, in Deep of Night, getting hit by that attack is a death sentence. I want to knock you down, just real quick, but I knock you down. And I knock you to the ground real quick. Just, yep. This might actually just completely kill you. I mean, it almost did. Yep, you're dead. I got so many hits that gave me. That's absurd. Like, 4 or 5 of those hits actually gave me 10,000 runes for free. I mean, like, that, I'm telling you, the Pest Raid effect is amazing. I'm also telling you, normal runs are way too easy. This is why I play Deep of Night, because there's no real challenge here. I mean, it's just same old, blah, blah, blah. Do this, do that. Really doesn't matter what order you do things in, because you're going to win anyway. Damage negation up to HP. What we got? What we got? Hey, that's not fun. Stupid dog. Nobody likes dogs. Except the people who own them. And the people who don't own them. People like dogs. Nobody likes Souls dogs. Oh no, a Death Right Bird is going to be the boss, and I have a holy weapon. Ow. Hey, cool, another 10k. Actually, that was, because it was a critical hit, I got 10,600 runes for that. Whack. Whack. I'm so concerned for the outcome of this battle. I'm gonna save our ult, honestly. That's a joke. This is a joke. This entire fight is a joke. Yep, cool. I did like half his health by pressing a single button. That's fair. I feel like that's fair, right? Yeah, that's fair. We'll do improved stance break, because it's not funny enough that I knock things down in like 3 hits anyway. Let's make it so I knock them down in 2. So this might not be a good indicator of how the run's going to go if you fight Everdark Libra, because, well, I mean, if you're fighting him first time, it will not go this well. I can promise you that. I'll buy some Starlight Shards, just so I have magic. Not going to buy anything else. It's really not necessary. But out of the items in the shop, I would recommend taking the regen one if you have it. It's going to help when you take damage from madness. That helps too. It's going to be really nice. That's really helpful as well. The Crimson Whirl one is not that helpful because you're still going to take madness buildup through the, you know, even though the damage is getting converted into health, his spells will still deal madness buildup, so that's not a good thing to do. But if you're planning, if your madness gauge is empty and you're planning on just going in for the last hit no matter what, just do whatever. It really doesn't matter. Now, for this fight, there are 2 effects you'll want to look out for. You'll want to look out for 1, resistance to status ailments. If he offers resistance to ailments, take it. 100% take it. You just lose a small bit of stamina. It's absolutely worth it. Basically doubles the size of your madness gauge. Super easy take. Also take Eventual Greatness if he offers it. Eventual Greatness is really helpful. Hey, cool, I got another 10k. Doesn't matter at this point, but that's nice. It's nice of him. Oh, I forgot that canceled his move. This critical hit's gonna do more than those 3 hits combined. That's so stupid. But yeah. Phase 1 is just the same as normal Libra. Phase 2 is where things start getting crazy. That's why you're going to want to be very careful, because he has a bunch of effects he can throw on. For instance, he preaches madness now. Oh gosh, no. Nope. Be very careful if you're playing Wilder, because you might get stuck with that monstrosity. See what he's doing? Rain of arrows. Rain of arrows. Not good. Look at okay, yep, not good. As I said, not good. During this phase, though, when the demon preaches... Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at his health bar. Let's give him actually a second to do stuff. Okay, let's back off for a minute. I didn't realize that I was absolutely demolishing him. If he preaches madness, everybody's attacks suddenly inflict madness. And his spells do extra madness buildup, so you're going to want to be careful there. Great Bow Wilder, as you can see over there, is a bit of a nightmare. Look at all the arrows on the ground. But that's why we're just going to kill him. So he's not that much of a problem anymore. It's my one... Yep, about to say that. That's going to one-shot him, isn't it? Yep, it absolutely did. Hey, thanks, Harmonia Relic. So, basically, the Preaches Madness effect is going to make it so everyone's attacks inflict madness, including your clones, so be careful about that. And it even makes his physical attacks inflict madness. And if you get hit by any of his spells, probably going to inflict madness instantly. Not a good idea. False Blessing makes it so using a flask of Sacred Tears... excuse me. Using a flask of Sacred Tears actually reduces your level. Like, watch, here, I'll even do it. Watch. Level 14. See? Also, don't walk through those barriers. I just did because I was going to pick up that pickup that was going to heal me anyway. Let's see if I can get him to do all of its effects. Since, you know, there's no real actual worry of losing here. I've got my death dodge, I got 3 revives, still have 5 flasks. However, when the rings are no longer around you, or when you actually heal once, I'm pretty sure the effect goes away. Don't quote me on the healing once gets rid of the effect thing, I'm not entirely sold on that. But yeah, you'll want to take care of the Condemned every time he summons it, because it's a... Oh, Inescapable Eye. Basically, like, take... Oh, that did some damage that I don't like. Unfortunately, I can't get to Great Bow Wilder. Oh, I walked straight into one of his spells. My bad. Oh, there goes my death dodge. I'm not sure if that was probably from him, realistically, but could have been from the Great Bow Wilder. Not sure. Oh, that was a horrible time to heal. But the Harmonia Relic saved me, so we're good there. But as you can see, my Madness gauge is half full, so if he doesn't do a spell soon... Yeah, I'm Madness, aren't I? Okay. I actually just did my ult to dodge the Madness, but I didn't realize it wasn't going to happen. Demon incites a Riot. This is an interesting one. Summons a second clone. However, as you can see, look at what he did. He turned over to the other clone. Now he's attacking that guy. And now they are going to be attacking each other, so the clone aggro is entirely gone from me. Come on, do another effect, man. Wish I could remember what effects he's done. So he's done False Blessing, the Inescapable Eye, Preaching Madness, summons a clone, offers a challenge, cuts everyone's health and magic in half. The magic part only applies to you and your allies. And he only ever does that one when he's below half health, for the record. False Blessing, I'm pretty sure that's all the effects he can actually do. Can't think of any more. So yeah, I think he's actually done all the effects. So yeah, let's just end this fight. Typically bad idea to stay in like I just did, but I was super greedy, so I wanted to stay in. Headbutt. It's also important to know how to dodge these moves, so I guess it's a good idea I got him to do this. Also, while he's like this, he will attack his own clones, and can in fact destroy either one of them, the Rioter or the actual just clone. I want to see how much damage I do when he tries to do this. Yeah, like how much damage do I actually... I did a ton of damage through that, because typically his, like, damage negation is insane when he does that. But, still did damage. So that is basically the entire fight. Like, those are all the effects, that's how you fight him. Great Bow Wilders, typically if you get the Great Bow clones, your goal is just to get as far away from them as humanly possible. You do not want to be near them at all, because the Rain of Arrows, as you saw, does a ton of damage. So anyway, that is now the end of the weekly Everdark Smackdown. We are going to finally end stream. Hey, wait. What did I just see? Starting armor deals. Ooh, that's good for a Raider, like, holy loadout type deal. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, that's where we're cutting it off. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next stream. Bye-bye!